My name is Elisa Bastiani, and I am the president of the association Covid-19 Skola Board, in translation Covid-19 School and Children. I have here with me Gabriela Maya, who is in the board of the association, and she will explain something about us, about our association, about how we work. Your turn.
Hi, thank you, Elisa. So we are a group of teachers and parents, mostly of school children, who became concerned when the pandemic started, when we saw the situation in the Swedish schools. And basically what we observed was that there were no serious infection mitigation measures taken in the schools, which was, one could say, based on the belittling of the health authorities of airborne infection, asymptomatic infection, and the ability of children to infect each other and adults. Because of this belittling, and one could even say denial of these factors, there have been very few actually serious infection mitigation measures taken in the schools. And we also saw that because there's a law here in Sweden, it's called Skolplikt, which makes it so that all school children have to attend physically in school. They cannot be homeschooled through this law. The parents who saw the situation in the schools and who wanted to protect their children from the infection by keeping them home, they were not allowed to do that. In many cases, we have seen the members of our organization, they came to us because they were having this difficulty with the schools. And they would try to keep their children home or to try to get their schools to have more infection mitigation measures. And the schools would end up making complaints to social services because the parents were not taking their children to school. And some parents were hit with big fines. And in some cases, there were even threats that their children would be taken away. So we saw this situation, and we also noticed that there was no official data collection about infection rates in the schools. So we thought as a group that we needed to do something about this, and we formed this organization. So what do? We basically inform and advise schools about serious mitigation measures based on international scientific consensus. We also do grassroots data collection of cases in Swedish schools. Today, we are also pushing for the possibility of vaccination for children from 12 to 16, because this has not yet been recommended by Swedish health authorities. And also, very importantly, we take legal measures. We assist parents and students who are in conflict with the school. We assist them with legal complaints, and we also are putting together legal complaints on an EU level moving forward. So that is basically what our activities consist of. So we have had some successes. We have spread information about Swedish law and how it works and how the schools should actually proceed in terms of their work environment, and how we have also spread information about appropriate mitigation measures in schools based on different things that schools are doing all over the world. We have also fostered public communication, or rather a conversation about the responsibility for the harm done by the COVID-19 policies in Sweden. We have been successful with making some schools back off and not file complaints with social services for some parents when we present them with our legal knowledge. So that has been a good thing. We also then offer assistance to parents that want to go forward and make legal complaints about schools. And we think that this is part of our strength, is that we seek to understand the laws and the regulations that can help us so that we can actually seek legal redress for these problems that we see happening right now. Some of our challenges are that some of these legal complaints and redress that we want to seek cost money, and we don't have that much money. Then we also have a lack of volunteers. It takes a lot of time and effort to do the data collection that we do, and also the assistance with complaints. And so we need more personnel. Something that we've been trying to get and haven't succeeded is we would like from the authorities to have a clear set of guidelines that links the appropriate mitigation measures to be taken in schools to, for example, the R number at the time, so that there's a very clear-cut way that the schools can decide how many mitigation measures, such as distance learning or masks or whatever it is, that need to be taken, and when, according to the infection level in the society. We would also love to have access to data on cases in all EU schools for the purposes of comparison and study. So these are some of our challenges right now that we're trying to overcome and gather more resources to be able to establish, and that's in a nutshell what we're about. We can't hear you, Elisa, you're muted.
Now is working. We want to thank everyone who is working with the COVID problems in Sweden, and we hope we will collaborate in a good way with Zero COVID Group. Thank you.
Thank you.
And bye-bye.